We built a castle out of shifting sand and swore that it would withstand the wind. I ignored the cracks growing in your hand in the quiet way that you sent. We bought the heavy curtains for the room to block the light of a dying sun, but we planted seeds of a certain doom before the story had even begun. Oh, we were built to break from the start, to fragile pieces of a shattered art. We laid the bricks, but the mortar was cold. A tragic story waiting to unfold. I gave you a promise that you couldn't keep. Now I'm just crying while the city's asleep. Yeah, we were beautiful, we were fake. We were just built to break. The foundation cracked on a Tuesday night with no loud explosion or screaming fight, just a sudden silence in the kitchen air and the realization that you didn't care. We used paper thin glass for the windowsills, hoping the view would cure our ills. 'Cause you can't save a house when the ground is weak, and you can't find the words when you refuse to speak. Oh, we were built to break from the start, to fragile pieces of a shattered art. We laid the bricks, but the mortar was cold. A tragic story waiting to unfold. I gave you a promise that you couldn't keep. Now I'm just crying while the city's asleep. Yeah, we were beautiful, we were fake. We're just built to break. Do we always know we end up here, trying inside of our deepest fear, like a mirror waiting for the storm, designed to leave us entirely alone. We were made to last the winter freeze, just a temporary shelter in the breeze. Oh God, we were built to break from the start, to fragile pieces of a shattered art. We laid the bricks, but the mortar was cold. A tragic story waiting to unfold. I gave you a promise that you couldn't keep. Now I'm just crying while the city's asleep. Yeah, we were beautiful, we were fake. We were just built to break. Built to break. The walls are coming down. Dust settling on this town. Nothing left to say. Just a beautiful grave. Yeah, we broke. You didn't slam the door or scream my name. You didn't point a finger or place the blame. You just packed your bags while the moon was high and left without the courtesy of a goodbye. I woke up to a space where your warmth should be, Just the quiet static of the late TV. No broken glass on the kitchen floor. Just the haunting click of a closing door. And you made your exit in silence tonight, stealing away before the morning. No grand finale, no dramatic scene, just an empty space where life happened. You took your love and you slipped upstream, leaving me stranded in a broken dream. The loudest noise that I had ever heard is the crushing weight of your unspoken word. The keys are on the counter by your note, just a single sentence that you hastily wrote, saying it's over in a fading ink, giving me a lifetime to sit and think. I look for footprints in the morning dew, some kind of evidence, a trace of you, but you vanished like smoke in the winter air, leaving a ghost in the rocking chair. And you made your exit in silence tonight, stealing away before the morning. No grand finale, major scene, just an open space where life happened. You took your love and you slipped upstream, leaving me stranded in a broken dream. The loudest noise that I've ever heard is the crushing weight of your unspoken word. A screaming match would have felt so kind, compared to this quiet that you left behind. I take the anger, I take the fight, over the stillness of these lonely nights. Your volume was zero, but the damage is deep, a permanent secret that you chose to keep. Yeah, you made your exit in silence tonight, stealing away before the morning light. No grand finale, no dramatic scene, just a hollow space where life happened. You took your love and you slipped upstream, leaving me stranded in a broken dream. The loudest noise that I've ever heard as the crushing weight of your unspoken word. Exit in silence, not a single sound, no footprints on the ground, just the ticking clock and the locked up love. You just walked away, nothing made to say. Silence. I wish that I could turn the hands on the clock, or win the key and unlock the heavy lock. Watch the slam door swing wide open again and trace our steps back to before the pain. See your suitcase unpack itself on the floor and watch you walk backward right into my door. Take the bitter words back into my mouth before our whole compass started spinning south. Let's play it backward into the dark. Watch the dead flowers bloom back into life and cut the wounds from the edge of the night. See the ring slip back onto your bare hand as we uncollapse the castles of sand. Watch the sun fight during that late night drive back to the moments we felt so alive. A rest in the silence that filled up the room, turning the winter right back into bloom. I wanna live a whole love in reverse and write the tragedy and rewrite the verse. Watch the tears climb back up into my eyes. Unsay the final and fatal goodbyes. Start with the ending and walk to the start and break the pieces of this shattered heart. From the cold goodbye to the very first spark. We'd go from strangers who know too much back to the magic of that first fleeting touch and meet your eyes in that crowded cafe. Take back the text that I shouldn't say until you're a face that I don't even know, and I never have to watch you go. Let's live our hope in reverse and write the tragedy and rewrite the verse. Watch the tears climb back up into my eyes. Unsay the final and fatal goodbyes. Start with the ending and walk to the start and break the pieces of the shattered heart. From the cold goodbye to the very first spark. Let's play it backward into the dark. Rewinding the tape back to the start. Unbreaking my heart before I knew your name. Before all of this pain, love in reverse. Now press stop. The calendar page age turns heavy and slow. The hardest part is watching the winter go. Spring is blooming, but my world is black and white. I've spent 100 days just trying to fight. Your shadow still sleeps on your side of the bed, laying plain every single word that you said. The clock is ticking like a countdown of pain, an endless cycle of the cold November rain. And I'm trapped inside this time of sorrow, begging for a way to just skip tomorrow. Every second feels like dragging a heavy chain. Living in a world that only knows your name. The hours move like ice, the days are standing still. I thought that time would heal, but it never will. Locked in a minute that you walked away. In this eternal time of sorrow, I stay. I see people rushing by on the street, moving so fast on their busy feet. They laugh and they live like the world didn't end. Oh, I'm just trying to learn around to pretend. And my rush still runs, but my life has completely stopped. From the exact moment that the teardrop dropped, you took the sunshine and you locked it in a box and threw away the key behind a thousand locks. And I'm trapped inside this time of sorrow, begging for a way to just skip tomorrow. Every second feels like dragging a heavy chain. I'm living in a world that only knows your name. The hours move like ice, the days are standing still. I thought that time would heal, but it never will. In the minute that you walked away, in this eternal time of sorrow, I stay. Is there a future where I don't feel this ache? How many more mornings can a broken heart take? They say that grief is just love with no place to go. Well, I have an ocean that you'll never know. I'm drowning in the minutes, I'm suffocating fast, a permanent prisoner of a beautiful past. Yeah, I'm trapped inside this time of sorrow, with absolutely no hope for tomorrow. Every second feels like dragging in a heavy chain. Gray out your memory through the window pane. The hours move like ice, the days are standing still. They told me time would heal, but it never will. Still stuck in the second that you walked away. In this eternal time of sorrow, I stay. Tick tock, the silence is so loud, lost inside this dark cloud. No tomorrow inside, just last night. In this time of sorrow, time stands still. I hear the echo of your steps down the hallway floor, but it's just the wind knocking at my front door. The clock is ticking away in the empty room, turning the afternoon into a heavy gloom. I try to breathe, but the air feels thin and cold. Every reason the hand that I was meant to hold. There is a deep, heavy pain in my heart tonight. A broken shadow where we used to have the light. It is a physical ache that I cannot escape, tearing apart our beautiful golden tape. You took the joy and you left me with the scar, and now I don't even know who we are with this pain in my heart. With this pain in my heart. I passed the cafe where we had our very first date. Remember how we used to talk about our fate. No, I'm a stranger sitting at a table for one, watching the setting of a cold winter sun. The hardest part is pretending that I am okay when my whole universe is turning into gray. There is a deep, heavy pain in my heart tonight. A broken shadow where we used to have the light. It is a physical ache that I cannot escape, tearing apart our beautiful golden tape. You took the joy and you left me with the scar, and now I don't even know who we are with this pain in my heart. They tell me that the damage will eventually heal. The time will change the brutal things that I feel. The time is moving slow, like a frozen river stream, and I am still trapped inside a broken dream. There is a deep, heavy pain in my heart tonight. A broken shadow where we used to have the light. It is a physical ache that I cannot escape, tearing apart our beautiful golden tape. Took the joy and you left me with the scar, and now I don't even know who we are with this pain in my heart. The room goes dark, the fire burns low. Now we're left for this hurting soul to go. Just the steady thumping of a broken beat, an empty house on a lonely street. Pain in my heart. I keep your old key on my metal ring, hoping for a miracle that tomorrow might bring. The winter cold is biting at my brittle bones. Walking down these avenues of frozen stones, you were the shelter from my heaviest storm, the only fireplace that could keep me warm. 'Cause you were my only hope in this broken place, the only saving grace I could ever trace. I built my world around the shadow of your smile, believing we could make it through the final mile. Know that you walked away and left me behind. I am just a blind soul trying to unwind. You were my only hope. Try to read the books that you left on the shelf, searching for a way to rewrite my own self. But every chapter speaks about a love that fled, applying all the beautiful words that you said. The anchor broken, now I'm drifting out to sea, with no lighthouse to guide the wreckage of me. 'Cause you were my only hope in this broken place, the only saving grace I could ever trace. I built my world around the shadow of your smile, believing we could make it through the final mile. Know that you walked away and left me behind. I am just a blind soul trying to unwind. You were my only hope. What do you do when your rescue ship goes down? When the savior leaves you in a sinking town? I spent my very last prayer on your name, and now I'm standing in a quiet, lonely shame. Oh, you're my only hope in this broken place, the only saving grace I could ever trace. I built my world around the shadow of your smile, believing we could make it through the final mile. Know that you walked away and left me behind. I am just a blind soul trying to unwind. You were my only hope. The lights are dimming out, the candles fade, trapped in the ruin of the plans we made. No backup plan, no safety net to see, just empty pockets where you used to be. My only hope. Yeah, I lost my only hope. We built our fortress out of promises and gold, a timeless story that would never grow old. But time is a soldier that we couldn't fight, breaching our walls in the dead of the night. I watch you dismantle the things that we made, as the colors of our grand kingdom fade. And we are witnessing the defeat of forever today. What keys to our future are covered in rust. We thought we were stronger than gravity's pull, but now both our hands are completely empty and full. Full of the wreckage we can't carry away, as the last lines of defense fall into decay. Yeah, we are witnessing what is here forever to break, watching our tireless empire crumble to gray. And infinity we swore to the heavens above, as waving white flags over the ruins of our love. We fought a good war, but we lost the design. Forever is defeated on the baseline of life. Forever wasn't meant for two people like us. We'll turn every diamond right back into dust. We ran out of armor, we ran out of light, surrendering the dream without one last fight. Now we are witnessing the defeat of forever today, watching our timeless empire crumble to gray. Infinity we swore to the heavens above, as waving white flags over the ruins of our love. We fought a good war, but we lost the design. Forever is defeated on the baseline of our love. The battlefield is quiet now, the banners are torn down, an empty castle in a forgotten town. The time is surrendered, the clock won the race. No trace of forever left in this place. Defeat of forever. Yeah, it's a total defeat of forever. I sit alone on the edge of a mattress spring, looking at the mark where you took off your ring. The calendar is stuck on the month that you left, leaving me alone in this quiet empty space. I always say that youth is a beautiful prize, but I just watch it fade in the reflection of my eyes. And I'm wasting the time of my life over you, stuck in the shadows while the sky turns to blue. These are the years that are supposed to be gold, but I'm just sitting here freezing in the cold, crying over memories of love that didn't survive. Wasting the sunset fades to gray, I wash the dust of youth away. Your coffee cup sits on the shelf, I talk to it, then to myself. The clock is ticking on the wall, mocking me because you didn't call. I watch the cars pass on our street and listen for your familiar feet, and I'm still waiting in the dark for you to come and heal this spark. The fire's out, the room is cold, but I'm still holding what we used to hold. They tell me I should let you go, move along and change the show, but my heart is frozen on that floor. Still waiting for you at the door. I found your jacket in the hall. It smells like rain, it smells like fall. The last October that you stayed, before the color started to fade. You said you needed time to think, while our ship began to slowly sink. You took your keys, you took your pride, and left me dying deep inside. And I'm still waiting in the dark for you to come and heal this spark. The fire's out, the room is cold, but I'm still holding what we used to hold. They tell me I should let you go, move along and change the show, but my heart is frozen on that floor. Still waiting for you at the door. Is it foolish to believe a lie, to chase the ghost of your goodbye? Every shadow looks like your frame, every whisper sounds like your name. I'd rather break 1,000 times than face a world where you aren't mine. So I'm still waiting in the dark, hoping you'll return and heal this spark. The fire's out, the room is cold, but I'm still holding what we used to hold. They tell me I should let you go, that it's a tragedy, a losing show, but my heart is frozen on that floor. Still waiting, the porch light is burning down. Silent flames will slowly down, and you ever coming home? Or am I waiting here alone? Yeah, I'm still waiting. I kept the porch light burning through the storm. Hop in the glow, keep your memory warm. I wrap my arms around your fragile frame and whispered promises against your name. I built a fortress out of my own bones to shield your spirit heavy storms. While I watched the skies for external rain, I didn't see you drowning in your own pain. I tried so hard to keep you safe from the dark, to protect the embers of your dying spark. I fought the monsters underneath your bed and swallowed every bitter word you said, but I couldn't save you from your own ghost, the very thing that you feared the most. Now my hands are bleeding from the grip I took, and I'm just a chapter in a broken book. You were a porcelain doll in a concrete world, watching the colors as they bled and swirled. I tried to catch you every time you fell and drag you upward from your personal hell, but you can't anchor what wants to drift away, and you can't force a shadow to want to stay. I locked the windows and I barred the door while you were slipping through the kitchen floor. I tried so hard to keep you safe from the dark, so protect the embers of your dying spark. I fought the monsters underneath your bed and swallowed every bitter word you said, but I couldn't save you from your own ghost, the very thing that you feared the most. Now my hands are bleeding from the grip I took, and I'm just a chapter in a broken book. Was my love a cage when I meant it as a home? Did I make you feel even more alone? I wanted to be your armor and your shield, but I left us ruined on a battlefield. You can't cure the sickness of a bleeding soul by giving away everything that makes you tried so hard to keep you safe from the dark, to protect the embers of your dying spark. I fought the monsters underneath your bed and carried all the weight inside your head, but I couldn't save you from your own ghost, the very thing that you feared the most. When my hands are bleeding from the grip I took, and I'm just a chapter in a broken book. Keep you safe, but you're gone now. The shield broke down. I couldn't protect you from yourself. Now you're just a picture on the shelf. I couldn't keep you safe. I held the water back for 700 days, hiding the damage behind a careful phrase. I wore a smile so the cracks wouldn't show, suppressing the current that was raging below. But your silence is a heavy, unrelenting weight, pushing me right to the edge of my fate. A tiny fracture in the center of my chest, and now the pieces of me. The kitchen floor is turning into a lake from the first real tear that I managed to fake. I held my breath hoping the storm would pass by, but you can't contain a complete black sky. Held a suppressed word I wanted to scream is rushing out fast in a violent stream. No use in hiding the wreckage out on the floor. I can't pretend that I'm fine anymore. And the dam is breaking tonight in this room, washing away all the illusions of blue. The concrete is giving, the walls are caving in, and I can't stop the flood from staining my skin. I tried to be strong, tried to swallow the sea, but the weight of your absence is drowning me. The floodgates are open, the rivers run free as the dam breaks over the pieces of me. For months I was stoned, for months I was still, fearing the chaos of what I actually feel. But anger and sorrow are crashing right through, destroying the fortress I built around you. Let the river rise, let the valley erase. I'm tired of saving this hollowed out place. Yeah, the dam is breaking tonight in this room. A beautiful tragedy, a predictable doom. The concrete is giving and the walls are caving in. I can't stop the flood from staining my skin. I tried to be strong, tried to swallow the sea, but the weight of your absence is drowning me. The floodgates are open, the rivers run free as the dam breaks over the pieces of me. The dam is breaking. Let the water rush, breaking the heavy hush. Nothing left to hold back. Everything fades to black. The flag took it all. Now I let it fall. I select the folder on my screen, a digital history of you and me. 5,000 photos in a single queue. Every sunset that I shared with you, my trembling finger hovers on the key, ready to erase our history. On final click to make it disappear and wipe away the ghost of 3 whole years. Now they're just deleted memories, scattered like ashes in a cold sea breeze. A million smiles reduced to empty space. System cleared up your beautiful face. I'm washing you out of my hard drive tonight, erasing the days when your love burned bright, but video of us in the pouring rain now brings a sudden suffocating pain. Your laughing voice inside that audio clip is slipping slowly from my fingertips. That algorithm asks if I am sure, as if it knows I'm broken to the core. I press confirm and watch the screen go blank. The deepest ship that ever slowly sank. Now they're just deleted memories, scattered like ashes in a cold sea breeze. A million smiles reduced to empty space. System cleared of your beautiful face. I'm washing you out of my hard drive tonight, erasing the days when your love burned bright. But how do I clear out the space in my mind when the hardest memories to delete are the ones left behind? The screen is dark, the room is quiet now. I thought that this would heal my heart somehow, but binary codes can't fix a bleeding soul or make a shattered person feel back whole. I cleared the cache, I emptied out the bin, but the phantom of your touch is still within. They're all just deleted memories, scattered like ashes in a cold sea breeze. A million smiles reduced to empty space. No digital footprint of your embrace. I washed you out of my hard drive tonight, extinguished the days when your love burned bright. But I can't clear the space deep inside of my mind. Terabytes remaining, but the hurt is still remaining. Folder is empty, but my heart is heavy. Deleted memories, but I still see you. I watch the morning sun paint the kitchen wall, but it doesn't bring any light to me at all. The world keeps moving at its usual pace, where I'm just staring at your empty space. My friends all call and tell me to go out, but I forgot what happiness is even about. I put on a mask whenever I leave the room to hide the fact that I am trapped in this gloom. And I'm just living in sorrow, day after day, ever since the moment that you walked away, breathing in the ashes of the love we burned. Stuck on all the painful lessons that I learned. It's a lonely routine, it's a heavy routine, living in the wreckage of what could have been. Yeah, the clock keeps moving, but my life is slow. Just living in sorrow with nowhere to go. Your old winter coat is still behind the door, and your favorite shoes on the closet floor. Every corner of this house has a story to tell. Off the that turned into hell. I make a single cup of coffee in the dawn and look at the porch where you used to step on. The silence is a monster that eats me alive. I'm barely breathing, I'm just trying to survive. And I'm just living in sorrow, day after day. Ever since the moment that you walked away, raining in the ashes of the love we bought. Stuck on all the painful lessons that I learned. It's a lonely routine, it's a heavy routine. Living in the wreckage of what could have been. Yeah, the clock keeps moving, but my life is slow. Just living in sorrow with nowhere to go. They say that time is supposed to heal the pain, but every single morning feels exactly the same. I'm a prisoner of the memory of your sweet touch. I guess my only crime was loving you too much. I built my whole world on the ground where you stood, and now it's all gone for good. God, I'm just living in sorrow, day after day. Ever since the moment that you walked away, raining in the ashes of the love we bought. Stuck on all the painful lessons that I learned. It's a lonely routine, it's a heavy routine. Living in the wreckage of what could have been. Yeah, the clock keeps moving, but my life is slow. Just living in sorrow with nowhere to go. Living in sorrow. No plans for tomorrow, just the empty space and your missing face. The tears keep falling down in this lonely town. Living in sorrow, still missing you. I look in the mirror, but I don't see me. Just a ghost of the person I used to be. The bathroom light is flickering and harsh. My chest feels heavy like a flooded marsh. I hear the traffic humming out on the street while I just collapse right here at my feet. The cold tile floor is pressing to my cheek. I try to scream, but my voice is too weak. And there are tears on the face that you used to kiss, tracing the hour love that we missed. They burn like fire as they fall to the floor, staining the memory of you at my door. You said you'd hold me until the very end. Now I'm just trying to learn how to mend. of your touch. But it turns out I still miss you way too much. Water runs hot, but my skin feels so cold, longing for the hands that I used to hold. Oh, a single drop hits the edge of the sink, giving me too much damn time to just think. You're out there laughing in someone else's life while I'm drowning in my own bedroom tonight. And there are tears on the face that you used to kiss, tracing the outline of the love that we missed. They burn like fire as they fall to the floor, staining the memory of you at my door. You said you'd hold me until the very end. Now I'm just trying to learn how to mend, with nothing but salt water running down free over the face that you no longer see. They say that crying is supposed to cleanse the soul, but these broken pieces will never feel whole. Every streak on my skin is a map of my pain, like a window pane covered in freezing rain. I hate that my body still remembers your name, and I hate that you don't feel ounce of this Look at the tears on the face that you used to kiss. This is the tragic ending to all of our bliss. They burn like acid as they fall to the floor, washing away what I can't have anymore. You swore you loved me until the very end. Now I'm just a person you forced to pretend, with nothing but salt water running down free over the face that you no longer see. Just tears on my face, dripping away, nothing left to say. The tracks are still wet, but you already forgot. Tears on my face, letting you go. I saw your profile change to a blank white screen, resin every single place where we had been. 1,000 photographs vanished with a single click. The speed of your departure made my stomach sick. You cleared the history, you threw away the chat. Yeah, 3 whole years of building never meant a thing like that. Because you deleted our love in a digital second, blasting out forever into the dark. I reckon every sweet video, every middle of the night text, wipe from your screen as you move to the next. You formatted the heart that used to beat for me. phone still saves your name in the autofill space. A stubborn little ghost trying to keep your place. But on your side, the data is completely clean. No trace of my face on your glowing screen. It's a modern kind of torture, a high-tech goodbye to watch a whole romance just evaporate and die. Yeah, you deleted our love in a digital second, but lasting up forever into the dark. I reckon every sweet video, every middle of the night text, wipe from your screen as you move to the next. You formatted the heart that used to beat for me and left me drowning alone in the empty memory. Yeah, you deleted it all. Is there a trash bin folder where the feelings go? Backup server for the love we used to know? Or did you empty the cache and overwrite the spark, leaving my soul to just crash in the dark? Yeah, you deleted our love in a digital second, but lasting up forever into the dark. I reckon every sweet video, every middle of the night text, wipe from your screen as you move to the next. You formatted the heart that used to beat for me and left me drowning alone in the empty memory. Yeah, you deleted it all. System override, connection denied. No data found of the tears that I cried. Just a blank page where our story used to be. Permanently removed from your memory. Deleted our love. Yeah, you deleted it all. I checked your profile for the third time tonight, watching your smile in the screen's pale light. You look so happy in that crowded bar, moving along, forgetting who we are. I know I shouldn't press the follow button now, but I crave the sting of it anyhow. I dig through old texts from a year ago, reading the promises that died in the slow, and I'm just breaking my own heart over you, doing the things that I know I shouldn't do, picking the scab just to feel the old burn, playing the lessons I refuse to learn. You didn't hurt me tonight with the lie. You didn't even have to say goodbye. I did it all to myself from the start. Yeah, I'm just breaking my own heart. I drove past your house on my way back home, taking light was on, and a stranger's car was there. A sudden coldness in the midnight air. I could have turned right, could have closed my eyes. I stared until the teardrops rise. Nobody forced me to take this cruel street. Walked right into my own defeat, and I'm just breaking my own heart over you, doing the things that I know I shouldn't do. Picking the scab just to feel the old burn, playing the lessons I refuse to learn. You didn't hurt me tonight with the lie. You didn't even have to say goodbye. I did it all to myself from the start. Yeah, I'm just breaking my own heart. You're entirely innocent. You're sleeping sound. When I tear my own world straight to the ground, it's a twisted habit and addiction to the pain, standing unprotected in your memories rain. I am the villain and the victim in this room, weaving the threads of my own doom. God, I'm just breaking my own heart over you, doing the things that I know I shouldn't do. Picking the scab just to feel the old burn, playing the lessons I refuse to learn. You didn't hurt me tonight with the lie. You didn't even have to say goodbye. I did it all to myself from the start. Yeah, I'm just breaking my own heart, breaking my own heart. Put down the phone, leave the past alone. But I do it again. I trigger the pain, just breaking my own heart. Over and over. I take a sip of water, but it tastes like rust. The morning sun just shines on settled dust. I try to step outside to feel the air, but your ghost is standing on the corner there. The music on the radio is way too loud. I feel completely lonely in a shifting crowd. Heaven, the color of the summer sky, looks like the gray inside your last goodbye. Your absence hurts everything I touch tonight. It robs the color from the neon light. It hurts the pavement and it hurts the trees. It turns a gentle wind to a freezing breeze. There's not a single place where I can hide from this hollow Losing your love, it hurts everything. I try to read a book, but the pages burn. Every single thought takes a bitter turn. Sheets on the bed feel like broken glass, waiting for these heavy hours to slowly pass. Food has no flavor, the coffee is cold. Nothing feels safe for my hands to hold. You didn't just break the bond that we made. You poisoned the world and you forced it to fade. Your absence hurts everything I touch tonight. It robs the color from the neon light. It hurts the pavement and it hurts the trees. It turns a gentle wind to a freezing breeze. There's not a single place where I can hide from this hollow ache that lives deep inside. It's not just my chest where the daggers clean. Losing your love, it hurts everything. It hurts the memories of the good old days. It turns a happy history into a haze. Even the laughter that I used to share feels like a weight that is too much to bear. You took the good and you turned it to bad, making me miss what we never even had. God, your absence hurts everything I touch tonight. It robs the brightness from the morning light. It hurts the pavement and it hurts the trees. It turns a summer day to a winter freeze. There's not a single place where I can hide from this poison ache that lives deep inside. It's not just my chest where the daggers gleam. Losing your love, it hurts everything. It hurts everything. The air in my lungs, the songs on our tongues, the ticking of the clock, the key in the lock. Everything hurts because you're gone. I try to lift my feet off the bedroom floor, but gravity is dragging me down right at the door. The air in this hall is thick as concrete. I'm choking on the words that I couldn't repeat. I found the silver key that you left on the shelf, and find myself screaming at a ghost of myself. You took your suitcase and you took your light and left me sinking into the bottom of the night. And my soul feels heavy like a leading weight, crushed by the iron of our final day. I can't even stand up under all this grief. An ocean of sorrow and no hope of relief. You walked away. Yeah, my soul feels heavy and it cannot rest. The clock on the wall is a ticking anchor chain, following me deeper into the center of the pain. I try to clear the coffee cups out of the sink, but everything requires way too much time to think. The memories of us aren't beautiful or sweet. They're a bag of broken rocks at my trembling feet. I drag them along everywhere that I go, trudging through a dark and a suffocating snow. Yeah, my soul feels heavy and it cannot rest. They tell me to shake it off, tell me to run, to look for the warmth of a brand new sun. But how do you move when you're buried alive in the wreckage of a love that didn't survive? I'm a ship made of iron with a hole in the hull, and the silence in this room is deafening and dull. God, my soul feels heavy like a leading weight, crushed by the iron of an unforgiving fate. I can't even stand up under all this grief. I'm chained away to a no-green leaf. You easily walk like a cloud in the sky, but I'm forced to stay here and slowly die. There's a mountain of stone sitting right on my chest. Yeah, my soul feels heavy and it cannot rest. My soul feels heavy, too tired to cry, too tired to try, just dragging the chains through these cold rains. It's too heavy to carry alone. I hear the neighbors laughing through the drywall seam, and a siren screaming down a broken dream. A sudden gust of wind against the window pane triggers a tidal wave of suffocating pain. The fabric of your old shirt scratching on my skin feels like a razor blade where you used to step in. I can't just turn it off or tune the static out. My nerve endings remember what we were about, because I feel everything just a little too much. The ghost of your shadow, the sting of your touch. An ordinary Tuesday turns to tragic gold. A simple memory phantom of your voice, the trauma of your touch. A passing memory turns to tragic gold. A beautiful story that my hands cannot hold. The world is a whisper, but it's deafening me, sinking my ship in a barren sea. I have no shelter, I have no crutch. Look at my chest, I feel everything too much. I feel everything. The ticking of the clock, the turning of the lock, the cold tile floor, the closing of the door. It all hurts too deep. Even in my sleep, too much. Everything. I open up the door to our empty room. I am walking straight into a heavy gloom. Air inside this house has turned to solid stone. A physical reminder that I am entirely alone. I try to lift my jacket from the wooden peg, but my hands are shaking and my muscles beg. Every single step across this hollow floor feels like a mile further from your open door. And I am bending low under the weight of missing you. It's an iron sky that refuses to turn blue, a crushing gravity that pulls me to my knees, turning every memory into a winter freeze. You walked away so light, left no footprints in the sand, while I'm dragging the ruins of the future we had planned. It's a mountain on my chest, it's an anchor in my shoe. God, I'm breaking underneath the weight of missing you. Your silver key is sitting on the counter space, and the silence is a monster that I have to face. I try to clear the table where we used to write, but the ghost of your hand takes away my remaining light. Simple photograph inside a wooden frame weighs 1,000 tons when it speaks your sacred name. I can't even pick it up to throw it away. It's a permanent fixture where I'm forced to stay. And I am bending low under the weight of missing you. It's an iron sky that refuses to turn blue, a crushing gravity that pulls me to my knees, turning every memory into a but the calendar pages just feel like leaded sheets, falling right on top of my sudden defeats. I'm a prisoner of war to a love that is gone, buried underneath the rubble from the heavy to hold. The story is told. I can't lift my head from this empty bed.